What's up guys, this is Hemant and I'm back with another vlog. Well, this time the vlog is a very important vlog. This is something that I feel that everyone should understand before they have any questions about a specific training or starting their fitness journey. Alright, this vlog is totally entirely based on my knowledge, my experience. So before we start the vlog, I want you to understand certain things. Number one, this vlog is purely made to understand and to help you, alright, in terms of fitness, bodybuilding, different type of trainings. I see a lot of people, they are confused. They don't understand fitness, they don't understand bodybuilding, they don't understand different types of training, calisthenics, gymnastics. They mix everything. They are confused. They make a bowl of oats in fruits, oats and protein and everything in their mind, and they're not able to differentiate each ingredient basically. Alright. So today we will understand what these things are, how we have to not confuse each ingredient with a different one, and then we understand what as per your goal and what as per your feasibility or your personal choice should be the path for you in terms of fitness. Alright, so let us start with a basic question which comes to one's mind. What do I do when I want to start my fitness journey? Do I go to the gym? Do I do calisthenics? Do I eat good? Do I focus on weight loss? Do I focus on fat loss? Do I learn a handstand? These are all the things that comes to one's mind right before they start into a fitness journey. The most common thing is they want to do weight loss, they want to do fat loss, which is not a wrong goal. Our fitness industry, our whole environment has been built like that. When you type in fitness, you will see 3-4 people standing on a podium posing as bodybuilders. But I am sorry, but that is not fitness, first of all. Secondly, that is not a wrong thing. Alright, you need to understand how to differentiate different training types, different approaches, and then inculcate them in your lifestyle. Alright, so now we understand that. Now, when we talk about fitness or when we talk about anything related to our health or physical fitness, to look good, to eat good, to have a healthy lifestyle, two main things will come into your mind. Alright, one is nutrition and second one is the training, what to do. Either I go to a gym, I start training, whatever, or how the nutrition will be. Now I'll make you understand not to confuse different type of trainings with your goals. Alright, so let us understand how a person is categorized. So in this world, when we talk about fitness or any type of training, anything related to fitness or any skills, anything, there will be two kind of, or maybe three kind of people. Alright, first one are the athletes. Alright, athletes are purely focused on specific goals as per their training types. Remember, they have been brought up, they have been trained like that, and they have that mindset that they want to perform in that particular sport or a particular training type. Second one is the general people, which you see everywhere. Most of the people will be general people starting to, they want to do weight loss, fat loss, and they want to learn something in terms of fitness. The third would be general in progress to become an athlete basically. Alright, so these people, their training module, their training type would be slightly different from this category and also this category. So the first and foremost thing is for you to understand what category do you fall in. Alright, are you a general one who is just a beginner who wants to start his fitness journey? Are you general turning into an athlete, or maybe trying to grow yourself to get at a certain level, right? This type of category would have certain experience in terms of any fitness training and also some knowledge. These would be noobs, alright, they don't know anything about training type, or they just ask the coach about their goals and they do it like that. Athletes are way more focused, very clarified in terms of their goals. So the point to understand here is, please do not confuse yourself as an athlete. Alright, and don't confuse the training that an athlete is doing, that you'll be doing the same. No. Different training type. Nutrition good, nutrition should be good, nutrition is good. That is a common thing. But the nutrition would be different as per the training type, nutrition would be different as per the goal, different nutrition as per the goal. Alright. So this is the first thing you need to understand. Categorize yourself to a beginner in terms of fitness, an athlete in terms of fitness, or a person who's progressing towards becoming an athlete. All right. Now let's talk about training types. All right, and start realizing that which category should train and go with what approach. All right. So now let us take the training type one by one. So the if you see normal training types, here are the listed training types. All right, which are totally focused on these components. So whenever you are training in terms of your body weight or anything that is related to performance, by performance I mean you want to increase your ability to grow your fitness component. Now these fitness components would be strength, mobility, agility, endurance, speed, stamina, and other things as well. All right, totally physical fitness. These components can be grown well with such training types which is listed here: calisthenics, gymnastics, animal flow, skill-based training, anything, CrossFit, powerlifting, weight training, because you are training for a specific training type. Alright. Now I'm not saying you need to do that. That is your personal goal. But if you're focused on fitness components, growing yourself in terms of getting better, stronger in terms of all these fitness components, these are the suited training types for you. And there is no harm to start any of it. Alright, now let's talk about the category now. If an athlete is training for these components, he would be at a very, very good level in terms of these training types. If you see me as a calisthenics athlete, doing animal flow also, gymnastics also. So I have been doing it for a long time. Alright, approximately 13 years now. So I will be better. I'm an athlete. Alright. Now a person who is a beginner, he can also start all these training types, but you should be clear that you're training for these fitness components, not for transformation, weight loss, fat loss. This will save your time and the coach's time as well. But you can definitely start with this. Alright? So the goal should be very clear. Now people who are transforming, going from being a general one to an athlete, they can also start this, but in a structured way. Alright? That only experience or a coach can tell you. Right? Now let us come to the transformation part. This type of training which you are focused on fat loss, weight loss, bodybuilding. So basically by bodybuilding I mean building muscle mass. So this particular type of approach is totally focused on transforming yourself physically. We are not focusing on these components primarily, but if you are focusing on this and you are also doing training, a specific training, ultimately these components will be hit, but not at a higher level. Alright, there will be a very, very huge difference with what you do here and what you do here. Alright, now why? Let us understand what bodybuilding is. Bodybuilding is basically getting into that kind of a shape, physically transforming yourself. That is very, very good in terms of aesthetic factor. Alright, so here the primary goal of a person is to transform himself. You should not worry about getting your strength up, getting your mobility up, endurance up. You should worry about getting yourself physically transformed in a very, very good way, which will only happen if you are focused on nutrition. That is the most important thing in bodybuilding. You have to physically transform yourself, change your nutrition first. Alright, second, you can easily do it with weight training. You don't have to go for all these skill-based and performance-based training types. You can just go to a gym, lift weights, do cardio, get in calorie deficit with losing fat obviously, focus on your calorie intake and out, and have a good nutrition plan, do weight training, and you will transform. Alright, but don't expect that you are going to grow in terms of these physical components and you can also do calisthenics, gymnastics. No. But if you have a goal of fat loss, weight loss, alright, change your nutrition, build muscle, lose fat, and get transformed. That's it. This is not a bad goal. Alright, but stop confusing it with fitness. Now, if you are an athlete and you are in this category, alright, if you are an athlete and you are in this category, you want to transform, their nutrition, their lifestyle is way, way different than what you are planning to do here, my friend. The general people, you can also transform, but whatever the athlete is taking and going through, you will not follow that. Alright, you are here to just transform yourself in terms of good muscle mass, get that fat down, get into a healthy lifestyle. So You can follow this as well. Weight training, go to a gym, do weight training, do cardio, get active, totally fine. But now don't expect that you'll be having a body as a bodybuilder has. All right, you'll be at a good shape, but don't expect that is the only way to build that body. All right, so that is an athlete-based training. Now people who are transforming from a general one to an athlete, they will be doing this, but under guidance. All right, so professional bodybuilding, professional transformation is a very different game in which they have to compete. General people, they should not follow such steps because that is not their life. Alright, you just have to be generally fit. You want to focus on fitness, go with certain body weight training types, alright, or weight training and go to a gym and focus on the nutrition and you are done. That's it. You'll be fine. Alright. Now the confusion arises when we see a lot of videos that particular bodybuilder is having this kind of a pre-workout or a nutrition which will help them grow their body fast. It is not happening. First, you need to categorize yourself. Are you in general who is like way far from general fitness, that ideology, the fitness level? So you don't have to jump into that bodybuilding phase. You have to first build a habit, get into that lifestyle, understand nutrition, get through it, work through it, build muscle, lose fat, and then after some time, some years, if you feel you can be an athlete, now you want to compete, then hire a good coach in terms of bodybuilding and go to that. Similarly, general one who wants to learn calisthenics, gymnastics, any kind of specific training time, CrossFit, powerlifting, anything, first get that foundation right through a coach or your own experience, but don't do things which a professional calisthenics athlete or a gymnast or a powerlifter is doing, because that will not get you to the destination. It will just you'll get injured. That's all. Alright, so focus on that. Now this is the whole confusion that people, they don't categorize themselves, they just straight away put themselves into a certain training type, which is wrong. So again, I'm explaining the same thing. If you fall into a general public, absolutely no, you can do anything, but that training type would be way different than what an athlete is doing. Alright, who are in that phase of already general people who have been training for 5-7 years in terms of weight training, for example, don't expect that you will be a pro in calisthenics. You have to again build a foundation and get that right. Alright, similarly, who is doing calisthenics and he wants to do weight training or bodybuilding, he has to entirely change his routine. Alright, so everything works by categorizing yourself into what category you fall in, then selecting a training type, then working on it. Alright, so don't compare yourself to an athlete. Way different things, way different goals. Also, people who are transforming from general to an athlete one, they also need to understand that the transformation phase is going to take time. So you need a good guidance, you need a structured plan, and you need clarity in your goals. Now, the most important part, the nutrition part. This is common in every type of training. You're not eating good, you're not healthy. If you're not healthy, you cannot perform or even transform yourself physically. Alright? Bodyweight training or any type of training that involves training on fitness components, you might survive for some years, but then if your protein is not right, if your micros are not on point, macros are not on point, you will face problems. That's a fact. Alright, so now let us understand the nutrition part, because nutrition is not a rocket science, but it is definitely something to understand. If you are focused on weight loss, fat loss, the best way for you to physically transform yourself is to do weight training, alright, and have a structured plan, build some muscle, lose fat, and then you'll physically transform. The nutrition should be on point. Physical transformation will only happen if your nutrition is on point. Alright. If your nutrition is not on point, you will not transform in an effective way. You might transform in an unhealthy way. The videos you see nowadays in which you are losing 10 kgs in 10 days and stupid videos of spot reduction and everything, these are all bullshit. Ultimately, it's a long run game. Without workout and nutrition, you cannot physically transform in a good way. So both are important. Similarly, when you are training for calisthenics, gymnastics, or any kind of that fitness component training type, your nutrition should be on point because you need recovery. Your sleep should be on point, your protein should be on point, recovery should be on point. That is how you are going to progress in terms of these training types. So this is the major difference. Now let us take an example. I get a lot of questions when someone asks me for coaching. The most common question I get is, the fitness goal is I want to reduce weight. Weight loss, fat loss are not the same thing. Alright, weight loss can happen with nutrition only, but if you don't have the muscle mass, if you don't build muscle, you don't lose the fat right way, ultimately after a certain point of time, that weight loss will get anyhow your expenditure, and the calories will balance out, your maintenance will come down, your body won't have any muscle mass, you'll just keep on losing muscle mass, and there will be again the fat would come. So that is why strength training, weight training is important. Alright, so fat loss is the thing you should focus on. That means preserving muscle mass, losing fat, which again involves strength training and obviously nutrition. So these are the basic things that one needs to understand before he goes to a coach. If you have this clarity, you will be at a very much ease that yes, I want to do this, and it will save time. All right. Similarly, if you see, if now a question comes that can I have a good body also? Can I do calisthenics also, and also focus on aesthetics and do skills? Yes, you can, but there is a way. You can't expect, if you fall in a general people category, that you should focus on everything. I won't recommend that. You pick one and you grow yourself in one. Then after a certain point of time, when you are at a level, you have that fitness components in you, you can easily shift to building some muscle mass, use weights also, mix and match. A coach will definitely help you with that. Alright, but given that the coach has the knowledge, that is also the point that next I'm covering up. So now you might have confusion that who to go to. Alright, how to identify a good coach. Now the thing is, if you talk about bodyweight training, a person should have at least an experience of 4 to 5 years to train someone. Alright, 3 months, 4 months of training himself and then training others is I don't find it feasible. So at least I train myself for a year and then I train someone for another year. Then only I can tell that yes, I know how to train people. I should have the nutrition knowledge as well. Similarly, when it comes to fat loss, weight loss, the knowledge is important. Then he should have certain transformations and stuff. He should have trained people. Or if he's a beginner, then at least he should have an experience of 4-5 years in that field. Then he can be called as a coach. So that you have to understand. So I think this vlog was very important to help you understand. Do not confuse bodybuilding and fitness and other training types with each other. An athlete training is a different kind of a regime. A normal person training is a different kind of a regime. But you can do everything. You can do it. But there's a approach that you have to take, which can be only told by a good coach, or you have to research yourself. Alright, so this is how you need to start your journey and progress towards it. Alright, so I hope it helps, and please share and comment and follow for more, share to your friends, and I'll see you soon again. Until then, my friend, keep slaying. Alright.